In this video we're making another one of the Waybuloo characters, this time the purple one. So I'm copying from a picture that I've printed off, and I'm just taking my flour paste, modelling paste, or some people call it gum paste as well. So I'm just kneading that, and I'm first of all kneading a bit of a flesh colour for the face. And I'm also going to take some more fondant and knead that. Now this one's already dyed to the colour that I want, so this is the lilac-y purple colour. So taking an oval shape, which I've just pressed out with my fingers, you're going to place it on a large oval shape that you will have rolled in the purple. Now I'm just attaching that with a bit of water, just a little bit, and I'm pressing it down and just rubbing it gently all the way around the edge so it doesn't stick out too much. So taking a balling tool, I'm going to push in 2 eye sockets at either side of the head. Now I've put them quite far apart, and then using a sharp tool I'm just going to put in a little smile further down on the face, and I'll just put a little line either side of the smile. So now using my palette of colours, I'm just going to brush on with a dry brush a bit of pink on the cheeks and just ever so slightly around the edge of the face. And taking my tool again, I'm just putting 2 indentations where I'm going to put the ears in. So I've now got some white modelling paste, which I'm going to roll 2 small balls for, which will go into the eye sockets. Just make sure they're the same size. When you're happy with the size, just stick them in with a bit of water, and I'm just going to push them gently into place and make sure that they're nice and round in shape when they are in there. So I put a bit of water on the eyes now, and I've just got a bit of green fondant that I'm going to roll really small, first of all into a ball, and just make sure you've got 2 of the same size, and then I'm going to squash them flat so they become little circular discs, and I'm just going to push those in the centre of the white bit of the eye, like so. So now I've got some of my food colouring, the gel food colouring, this is the Sugar Flare stuff, and I'm literally just painting it in the centre. So this one's the black one that I've got, and I'm just painting it in the centre of the eye just for the pupils. You might find it easier to roll a ball of black fondant rather than painting it in, whichever way you prefer to do it. So now I'm taking some more food colouring, and I'm just diluted it a little bit, just with a little bit of water for this because it's such a small detail, and I'm just painting it just around the very edge of the green bit that we've put on. So this is a slightly darker green that I've got, and it doesn't show up very well on the camera, but literally just around the edge, just to give the eye a bit more depth. So now onto the ears. So I've rolled a bit of a sausage shape of the fondant, and I'm just flattened it and then pointed it at either end. So again, do the same for the other ear. Start with a sausage shape, flatten it down, bring it to a point at either end, so they do look more rabbit ear shaped, like that. Just make sure they're the same size. And we're going to repeat the process, but doing it a bit smaller in the flesh colour. So a bit of a sausage shape that you're going to flatten, and then make the ends ever so slightly pointed, and you're just going to stick those in. Now if your fondant's quite sticky, you'll be able to just push it on. If it's not sticky, just use a bit of water to attach them together. And I'm just pushing a slight indentation in the bottom of the ear and folding it in, nipping it in a little bit, and then just repeat the process for the other ear again. So you've got your 2 ears, and I'm just going to try and open up those indentations that I put in earlier a little bit, put in a bit of water, and what I'm going to do is slot the ears in there. Now once you've done this, you will want to let the ears dry in place for a while, otherwise you'll find that they do keep falling out. So just rest them in place. If you want them up at an angle, put something underneath them while they're drying. So I'm just going to use a paintbrush there just to lift it up so the ears aren't just straight. Have a look at what you've got around that you can use for balancing the ears upright. So now, taking a bit more of my modelling flour paste, I'm going to roll this into a body shape. Now, I've just got a pale yellow here. So I started with a ball, made it into a bit of a cone shape. It's not too pointy at the top, I've kept it quite rounded at the top. So now I've taken a really thin sausage shape of the purple, really thin, just rolled it out nice and thin. And I'm just putting that around the centre of the body, which will be a bit of a belt now. Mine hasn't quite reached because I think I snapped it off on the way around, so just patching that in. So that's your basic body. So taking some more of your lilac coloured fondant, I'm going to start with a ball, and I'm just going to slightly squeeze it so it's a bit more oval shape, and these are going to be the feet. So I'm going to do that again. Just make sure they are the same size. So you'll see I'm making it slightly more oval shape, and I've flattened it just a tiny bit. And I'm going to attach those to the body, at the bottom bit of the body, with just a bit of water. Just push them in place to make sure that they do stick. Apologies that I managed to cut out the bit of the video where I make the arms for the character. If you look on one of the other Waybuloo videos, I'll show you how to make the arms on there. So I've taken some more paint, well not paint, food colouring, and I'm literally just painting on some little eyelashes with a fine brush in black. Same on both eyes. And I'm going to attach the head to the body, and I've just wet the top of the body with a tiny bit of water, not too much, and I'm just going to place the head on that. So I've put a cocktail stick through the body. Now I've just put this on as I didn't have that much time to let it dry, so I've put it on for extra support. If you have more time than I do, you don't need to put a cocktail stick in. You just make sure that the head is balanced on and that it's got time to set before you put it on your cake. And again, try and let the ears set if you can, as mine haven't had very long to set, so mine are starting to flop a little bit. So, because I've not given them much time, I'm just adding a bit of extra fondant to the back of them, just for extra support, which you can do. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video and would like to see more, please click on the images of the other videos suggested. Also, please do subscribe to my channel using the button at the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You can also visit my cake website and my Facebook page to see more cakes and ideas.